everybody to another reading vlog. Today I will be reading for 12 hours. I was originally thinking of doing a 24-hour readathon, and then I was like, Vivian, you don't have 24 hours. I will be leaving in 2 days and I still need to pack, I still need to do a lot of things, I still need to check in online. I'm stressed out of my mind. I don't have 24 hours right now, especially because 24 hours means having like 12 hours afterwards to recover and sleep. So we're doing 12 hours. I will be reading from 12 to 12 today. I will put a timer on my phone because, you know, lunch breaks and stuff, I will just take that time out of my reading time. Let me tell you about the books, because this is not just a regular 24-hour reading challenge. No, I will be reading the books on my nightstand. Now, that might sound weird to you, because why would I? What's the sense of this? These are the books on my nightstand. They have been collecting dust for a while. Some of these have been on there since November, and I desperately want to finish them because these aren't bad books. I just never have the motivation to read them, to finish them, to do whatever. So that's what I'll be doing today. I'm probably gonna start with some of these like bottom ones because I've been wanting to read these for a long while. Very long. I don't have the dust jackets on most of these. On the top ones, like I put the dust jackets on just for funsies, which is Mother Hens. This is something my roommate picked out from my shelf to read for me, and I didn't even open the first page. So If I Have to Be Haunted is the book that I picked like last week, and I kind of read one chapter and then I was like, but I still have so much stuff to do, and then I started reading Magnolia Parks and this kind of got lost. We have The Joy of Small Things, which is non-fiction. This is a maybe. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna read this. But the books we're gonna start with. We have Immortality. I'm about 60 pages into Immortality. This is the second book of Anatomy. Anatomy is the first book, Immortality is the second book. We have Legendborn, which for some reason I put off because the font is so tiny that it scares me. And also Immortal Longings. This is such a beautiful, stunning edition. I'm 130 pages into this book, so actually like a good chunk into it. I just never really picked it up again, and I don't know why. I still remember what was happening, so it's not that it's a bad book. It's just that it kind of got lost somewhere, and now we're going back in. As always, I'm gonna tell you what these books are about. I'm gonna give you my honest opinions on them. I'm gonna give you some reactions. I'm not gonna spoil these books for you. So I think it's time to get into this readathon. I'm gonna start with Legendborn. This is the one that I started with the earliest. It's the first book that ever made it onto the nightstand, and I kind of want to get it done. So Legendborn, we're on chapter 11, which is page 99, and I'm ready to start. So let's put all the other books away and start reading this. Let's start! Ta-da! We are officially at the 1 hour mark. Alright, almost, okay, almost. I still have 3 more minutes until the 1 hour mark, but I'm still like, I'm gonna talk to you right now. I'm 192 pages in. I still need to re-find my way into this book because for the past few days I've only been reading romance. Specifically, I've only been reading Magnolia Parks. This is different. Also, these pages are just like, there's a lot of words on these pages. It's a lot. I am also happy about this book. It is really good. I do not know why I stopped reading it. It's a lot of fun. It's making me very happy. I love the main characters. I love Bree. Bree is incredible. I really like her. I really like how determined she is. I'm kind of trying to remember some details from the beginning that I read ages ago, but what I'm reading right now, I really like it. I really do. So I think the plan for now is to just continue reading. Just continue reading, and then I will come back to you once I have more to say. 2 hours are done. It is now 3:30, and this is how far I got. I am now 354 pages into this book. I'm feeling good about it. I feel like within the next hour I can definitely finish this book. It feels good to read this kind of book. I love this kind of book. This kind of some magic, some secrets. Every time that I'm not in my fantasy phase, I miss it so much. And then I forget why I love fantasy so much. And when I get back to fantasy, I'm like, this is it. I won't do a lot of talking now, and I will just get back into this book. Did it! I finished the book! It's so good. We have 9 hours and 12 minutes to go. I'm very happy that I finally finished it. This is just one of the things that has been bugging me for ages. This stupid nightstand with all the books that are kind of like piled on top of there. It's a love-hate relationship because I love books and I loved this book, but it's just hard. 3 hours in, 1 book done. I feel like if I go with this speed and I take this speed a little further, I can get 4 books done easily. However, I feel like right now, as long as I still have my brain capacity, I will go with the second hardest book. Now this is, as I said before, Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. Very excited to continue this. I would kind of describe this book as The Hunger Games, but in a city. Make it Asian and add kingdom and add a king. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's great. It's so much fun. I think the best choice that I have is just to start right now. Let's get reading. Sometimes I'm surprised at myself and at how fast I read. It's now 10 minutes past 5. I still have 8 hours and 28 minutes to go. But look at this. I read like 70 pages in the last half hour and it's going really fast. I was going places with my reading, so I will continue to read now and I will come back to you in like half an hour with an update for like an hourly check-in. Half an hour later, I have 8 hours left. I'm on page 333, so I still have 50 pages left. I can do that in like, honestly, like 15 minutes probably, because this book is so fast and so easy to read. I finished the book. Ta-da! It is 30 minutes past 6 and I did not start the timer. Which essentially means that I just read for 15 minutes without starting the timer because I wanted to finish the book because it's so good, and now I finished the book and now I'm just like I knew that there was gonna be a sequel to this. Obviously I knew. Anyway, let's have a chat about this book. Very entertaining, very fast-paced, very easy to read. There's always something going on. You're invested. The romance aspect isn't too much. Technically, it's an adult fantasy. We have one explicit scene that's not really an explicit scene. I think that is very well done in this book and I'm very excited and I like the way this turned out and I'm very excited to see where this goes. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna start this as soon as I pick up the next book, which is Immortality with this stupid string of a bookmark. It's not a stupid string of a bookmark. It's actually a really cute bookmark that has a string. With this, I think I'll be pretty fast breezing through this book. It is gonna be easy to get through, I believe. I still have 7 hours and 30 minutes. I wasn't expecting to still have this much time and be through 2 books already. I'm currently in my head trying to remember the plot of the first book. I'm also trying not to mess up the plot of the first book with that Disney Plus original series, The Artful Dodger, which has a very similar plot with like the whole surgery aspect and her being a lady of like high birth and wanting to become a surgeon, which is what the main character in this book wants to become. Only that in this book they also have grave robbers. Anyway, let's start reading Immortality. Did I say I was a fast reader? It's now 6:54. I have 6 hours and 56 minutes left and I'm on page 152. I read 100 pages of this book in half an hour. This is ridiculous. If I continue reading like this, the way I'm reading right now, I will be done with all the books on my nightstand by midnight. Let's talk about the book. I liked the book. I was not expecting it to be this way. I was honestly after like the cliffhanger in the first book, which I, by the way, still remember, I thought that this book would have a different turn, but it surprised me. By the second I turned like the first few pages today of this, it got really interesting, really cool. I like the twist, I like the turn. Ta-da! I paused the timer because we're done with Immortality. I still have 5.5 hours to go, and I read book 3. So I think this is what I'm gonna go with next. After I finish If I Have to Be Haunted, I will probably go with Mother Hens, just because it's also on my nightstand. Anyway, funnily enough, this book, If I Have to Be Haunted, it's giving the vibes of one of my all-time favorite series. So, one of my all-time favorite series is this one. This is Dream a Little Dream. It is a German book series that is originally called Silber, so silver, and it's set at this academy, and that's just actually everything this is reminding me of, just the academy vibes and the kind of like youthful spirit that this is giving off, just because the main character is 15 years old. I'm about to start If I Have to Be Haunted and start my timer again. I am here to tell you what this book is about because I didn't know until now. And what's my hair doing? That's the headphones. Anyway, we don't care about the hair. Our main character, she can talk to ghosts, and she has a school project with her arch nemesis, okay? Classic Wattpad start of the story. Here's where it gets interesting because she just, like, she goes into the woods because he's late, like, he's really late. He's not showing up to the school project, and she's like, maybe he's lost. She sees him in the woods, she thinks he's napping, suddenly he died. Okay, he did. And now she has to find a way to bring him back to life. I'm about to start chapter 8, and I am ready to read. I'm crying. I was expecting it, but also I wasn't expecting it, and now I'm a little crying. Just a little. We have 3 hours and 52 minutes left, which I'm pretty sure is a lie because I pressed pause like 50 minutes ago. But I'm 308 pages into the book. I'm almost done. Like I have a little bit left. Like this is all it takes for the book to be over. Music's going back on, and I'm going back to reading. Ta-da! I paused the timer. I'm probably gonna forget putting it on again. But I have 3 hours and 35 minutes left. And I just finished book number 4. This one I liked, but it also gave me the feeling of being 13 again and just purely loving these kinds of books. This is in the same category as me really enjoying one of my favorite books back in 2014 or something. Just overall, this is, it's really giving 2015 fantasy romance in the best sense possible. So, with that, we're actually moving to the last book on my nightstand. Can you even imagine that? I mean, Mother Hens. As far as I know, this is about a couple of moms who go to Ibiza, and I'm pretty sure somebody gets unalived. I think it's just time to start the timer up again. I'm gonna put on my headphones and exist. I just found something. On the other side of my bed, there was another nightstand book. I completely forgot about this. So maybe I should have read this one first. Who knows? I will, however, read this afterwards. I will definitely be putting this here, and I will think about it. It's midnight now. Well, it's 5 minutes to midnight. I still have 2 hours and 47 minutes left, but I'm about 100 pages into the book. So we have Kara, and Kara's husband cheated on her, and now Kara and her best friends are on a girls' trip to Ibiza. The way that I can relate right now is not at all. It is now 1:13. I still technically have an hour and 40 minutes left, but with the amount of times that I forgot to turn on the timer again after recording anything for you, I'm not sure that's accurate. Anyway, I finished the book. Now, is this a good book to read when you're super tired? No, definitely not. This is a fun book, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore because I didn't actually enjoy the book. It's not my kind of book. It kind of felt like a Cameron Diaz movie. I read this thing so fast because I thought like I could go to bed now, but I realized that I still have 1.5 hours left and I can't go to bed now. The only book I have left now is Why We Play With Fire, but I'm super tired. I think what I'm gonna do now is brush my teeth, get ready for bed, and then just like read a little bit more in bed. I will be back with an update soon. Hopefully soon. Good morning, I just woke up, but I'm about to read for the rest of the time that I still have on my phone. That is 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I'm just gonna dive straight in. In 1 hour and 40 minutes, we're gonna see where I am at. So right now, I'm on page 72. Let's go. I'm pretty sure that we're just gonna ignore the fact that I have 50 minutes left because of all the times that I just didn't start my timer. So I finished the book. I don't know how I finished the book because this book has 377 pages and I started out on page 70 and I read this entire thing in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I think I've gone a little crazy. Anyway, I finished the book and it was good. I had a good time. It's not the kind of book that I usually read. It's just a little different from the books I usually read. It didn't have romance really. The thing that I get with like arcs especially is it feels so much like a chore and it feels so pressured that I have to enjoy the book. And I really don't want that because, yeah, but then again, I feel like it was still a good book. It just wasn't the right book for me. Well, how much do you read in 12 hours? Because, this is how much I read in 12 hours. I am a crazy person. That's what I am. I'm happy with everything that I did, and I'm also happy that I don't have to touch a book in the next few hours. Like, it's been a lot. It's been a little hardcore. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me reading for 12 hours. I'm not sure you expected me to read 6 books in this time, but I did. Anyway, I will see you all for the next video that I make, and until then, goodbye and have an awesome day. I don't even know who I'm trying to kid here. I'm immediately going back into reading. Like, what else would I do? Maybe have breakfast. Maybe having breakfast is a good idea. It's still, like, too early for anything because I wanted to get this done. Okay, bye!